Back here on the San Jose Giants pregame show, I'm Joe Ritzo, joined now by our special guest this week, Giants pitcher Seth Lonsway. Seth, thanks for joining me here today.
Yeah, of course, no problem. Anytime.
Tell me about your season so far, working in this San Jose staff, initially in kind of that piggyback role, and now here in the second half getting a chance to start some.
Yeah, it was a little different, kind of doing that piggyback role for me. I'm used to being a starter and always been a starter in college, and it took me a little bit of an adjustment period there the first few times, but eventually I kind of got my feet under me and got comfortable with it, and now getting to start, going straight into the game's been nice, something I'm used to, and it's been good. A lot of different learning curves along the way, but just trying to be as consistent as possible every start, and just trying to pitch to my strengths and just kind of be as confident in my stuff as I can be. So,
and I know in particular kind of these last 2 months, it was right around the beginning of June when things really started to take off for you, and then you get a chance to start. I know efficiency also a big part of maybe what has allowed you to really kind of take it to another level here in this second half of the season.
Yeah, for sure. I think just attacking the zone, producing ground balls for our infield has been good for me. It's led to a lot of success for myself, and I've kind of been working on 2 new pitches with a 2-seam and a cutter. Those are new for me, so it's been taking some getting used to, and I've been able to just get used to that pitching to contact and getting ground balls with those 2 pitches has been nice. Yeah.
You say learning new pitches, so you're kind of learning on the fly. I guess that's what kind of minor league baseball and being in the development league is all about.
Mm-hmm.
What is that like as you're trying to get hitters out, of course, and move up, but at the same time you're still very much learning what you need to do out there?
Yeah, I think it's 2 things. I think it's like learning from what works for you and what's worked in the past, but also being able to adjust and use those new pitches and try those new pitches, and it's kind of just seeing what happens. Having constant feedback, with the coaches and with our infield and stuff like that has been good. I think it's learning from, what I've done in the past and what has gotten me here, but also being able to adjust and work on those 2 new pitches is kind of the 2 keys for me. So,
visiting with Seth Lonsway here on tonight's San Jose Giants pregame show. You talk about what has kind of gotten you to this point, and I don't think there's any question that your curveball is a big part of that. Mm-hmm. It was talked about in last year's draft, and a lot of buzz coming into the year. I'd say it's been as advertised, of course. You get a lot of strikeouts with that pitch. Mm-hmm. Tell us about it. I mean, that curve, there aren't many pitchers that kind of have that kind of break, and you throw it pretty hard too as a lefty.
Yeah, no, it's been something that for me in college was kind of mostly a put-away pitch, I would say, just in leverage counts. But now I've been able to work on it more and have more success with it and just gain confidence with it that I can throw it, 0-0 counts, basically whatever count I want to, just to keep hitters kind of on their toes and kind of not expecting to get a fastball or a changeup. So that's been the difference, I think, from now to then. Just being able to throw that pitch when I want to, it's definitely a pitch for me that I've had a lot of success with, and just continuing to command it as best I can. So.
Well, a little bit about your history. You grew up, of course, in Ohio. Was baseball always your number one sport? And were there pitchers, maybe lefties in particular, that you really looked up to as a kid?
Growing up in Ohio, I played a lot of different sports. I played football, I played soccer. Baseball, I think, became my number one once I got into high school. But there's quite a few different pitchers from our area, that I, kind of heard of and watched and looked up to. And I had some family up in Defiance that I kind of, talked to and worked with and watched. And there was definitely a lot of, pitchers in our area like Corey Lupke, and such as him. But there's just a lot of different people throughout my life I think I kind of looked up to and really wanted to have my career progress just like theirs did. So.
And how about your experience pitching at Ohio State? the numbers, the stats, they speak for themselves. All-American, a high draft pick. Think of Ohio State, of course, as this football program, but baseball-wise, there's a lot of good history there too.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. We've the program has made a good turn the last couple years. From the time I was a freshman there to my final year there, had a really great mentors and upper class guys that kind of shaped and molded us and showed us how to carry on the tradition there at Ohio State. But yeah, you think of it as a football school, but there's a long tradition, and there is a lot of pride in that program there at Ohio State through the baseball program. I'm really thankful for all my coaches and all the staff there, and it was, I had a really great time there, and really appreciated, everyone that kind of helped me in my career there. So.
All right, and finally, Seth, how about being a part of this San Jose team, and in particular this pitching staff? Giants drafted a lot of pitchers last year, and they've just about all come through San Jose at some point. You're a part of that. What has that experience been like for you this season? It's
been really fun. We've had some really great guys throughout this season, pitch really well and have success. And it's been cool just, getting to know everybody and bouncing ideas off of every guy as far as how they attack hitters. We talk about, opposing hitters and how they would attack them, and how maybe we would attack them differently. And, it's really good. We have some good feedback, and, we're very open and helpful to each and every guy. And we just have a great group of guys, I'd say, that really get along and, enjoy the game quite well. So we have a good group, and yeah, it's been a ton of fun. So. All right.
Well, we're kind of under fire here with batting practice, so I think that's a good time to end it. Seth, we appreciate the time, and best of luck here down the stretch this season.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, that's Giants pitcher Seth Lonsway. Thanks to him, our guest on this week's Giants pregame show. Giants baseball is coming up right after this.